Hey everybody, this is Herb from World of Walt. I'm coming to you live from Epcot with a monorail going right over my head. It is a bright and sunny Saturday morning. The Flower and Garden Festival is in full swing. I did have a fast pass for Journey into Imagination, but it seems like that attraction is down, so I get to pick something else. And I think I'm going to head over to Test Track. We'll do the fast pass line, design a car, and take it for a spin. Kevin, happy Saturday morning to you. Thank you for joining me here at Epcot. Hope you're doing well. Yvonne, good morning. Can hear the music in the background, always fun. Jack, good morning to you. Welcome to Epcot. Chris said now it's Saturday. Running a little bit late today. It's actually a media family event, so I was picking up some tickets to have some other folks join me in the park later today. Alex, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Christy said rode last week. It is a great ride. Patricia, 182 days to go. Kelly from Wisconsin, hello to you. A pretty good crowd here waiting to get into Spaceship Earth. This looks like a 30-minute wait. And we get the typical breeze right here. The structure pushing it down. Feels nice though because it's a warm day. Mike, good morning to you. Yep, running a little bit late today. Usually try to start around 10. Didn't work out today. But glad I'm here. Glad you're here. Whitney, good morning to you in California. Susan, happy May the 4th to you too. Brenda, good morning. A lot of folks streaming into Epcot today. It's a beautiful day to be here in the park. Warm, a little bit humid. That's Florida, but still a nice day. Skies are pretty clear. Looks like it's going to be a fun day in the park. Julia said her sons are excited we're going to do Test Track. Me too. Looking forward to it. My original plan, for those of you who came in right at the beginning, was to use a fast pass for Journey into Imagination. Actually, you don't normally need a fast pass for Journey into Imagination, but I had one. But then I was getting ready to check things out on the My Disney Experience app before I pressed play, and they said Journey into Imagination is down, so you get to pick something else. I almost picked Frozen, but it's kind of a far walk from some other people I need to meet. So I thought I'd do something closer up front, and that's where we're headed. Someone asked if I ever get lost in the parks. Sorry, I missed the name. It scrolled by too fast. No, not typically. Although Hollywood Studios is sometimes a little tricky with how some of the streets are laid out, especially with pieces opening and closing over the past few years. But generally, I'm in pretty good shape when it comes to navigating around. I do understand, though, for folks who don't have the same blessing I do of being able to come very frequently, these are big places. It can be hard to navigate. Ted, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Hi, Russ. Nice to see you on the broadcast. Thanks for joining. It's a nice day at Epcot. Then again, most days are nice days at Epcot. Fountain of Nations, straight ahead. It was Christy who was asking that. Okay, thank you. Danny said I should ride Star Tours. Oh yeah, at Hollywood Studios for May the 4th. That would be a good way to go. So some of you may have seen the coverage I posted at the worldofwalt.com website earlier this week. There was a media event celebrating the 30th anniversary of Disney's Hollywood Studios. Nice folks at Disney Media Relations allowed me to participate, and I really got the thrill of a lifetime in being able to see in the construction zone for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They actually had a spot where we could go off behind the closed doors where the public is not currently allowed to see what Disney is building with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I got about 5 minutes in a tour there in that sealed off area with an Imagineer, and I wrote an article about it. You can check it out at worldofwalt.com. The one word I used to summarize what I was able to see even though it's still very much under construction, was epic. I think people are going to be blown away at the scale of what they see at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The detail, it's just amazing. It feels like a Star Wars set is unfolding in physical form right before your very eyes. So very excited about what's to come there. And you could tell the care and the detail going into that area, even though it's still very much under construction. It's not till the end of August that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is going to open at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And there were an army of people in yellow construction vests and conduit and wires and just all kinds of things still not in place, which is what you would expect that. So still a lot to go, but even with that, you could tell it was going to be amazing. Hugo, hello to you. 15 days to go. Rich from Boston, where it's raining. Jennifer says, do you like the new Hollywood Studios logo? Ooh, there's an interesting question. So I would like to hear from everyone else too what you think of the new Disney's Hollywood Studios logo. It was unveiled this week. There's also an article at worldofwalt.com so you can check out what it looks like. I would say generally I like the logo. I wouldn't say I thought it was the best logo ever. I'm not a designer. I liked the layout of it. That they used the O's in the Hollywood to portray the future of Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is really gelling around three things: Mickey and Minnie, Star Wars, and Pixar. And you can see that throughout the park and where they're making their investments. But I did like it. I thought it was good. I don't know if it was great. We'll see how it turns up in different places. Carol loves it. Kim loves it. Kathy likes it too. All right, we got a lot of fans. Hi, Victor. Good morning. Wendy from North Wales, UK. Thanks for being here. Alyssa, good morning to you. Yvonne said, did I see the flyby of the Blue Angels over Epcot? No, unfortunately I did not. Uh-oh, getting a fast pass issue. Let's see what happens.
Okay, that's fine.
It's turning blue for some reason. I did have a fast pass for another spot.
Yeah, you don't have fast pass.
I had one for a Journey into Imagination. It said it was down.
But yeah, then we can use it over here. Okay. Are you by yourself?
Yeah.
You can go on the line over there and see.
Okay. Okay. A little bit of a fast pass issue. Maybe my Imagination fast pass can't be traded in for Test Track. Not sure what happened. But it's all right. We'll still be getting here pretty quick. Paula says likes the logo for Hollywood Studios. Janet, good morning to you. Tara says look like some people cut in front. No, I don't think so. I was having an issue with my fast pass. Maybe I didn't get it quite right. Amanda asked, can children go on this ride? I think there is a height restriction, so check that out before you come. Mike said, do I belong to other threads on Facebook? Most of my posting is at facebook.com/worldofwalt. I do check out some others just to see what other information is out there, though. Debbie is a fast track or a Test Track fan. Roger says I'm sneaking everybody in. Well, sneaking you in fast pass wise or single rider wise. Mary said single rider is the best way to go. Yeah, it's definitely a good way to save some time. Terry, good morning to you in Connecticut. Cindy says, is this ride accessible? I think you have to be able to transfer to the vehicle to be able to ride. So if you can't get out of a wheelchair or an ECV, I don't think that's going to work. Always best to check from the people here. Shane's heading over today. Shane, there was a pretty significant backup of cars waiting to come into the parking lot. And it feels like kind of a crowded day. Sometimes when it's so warm, that makes it feel crowded too. Tom's excited to ride Test Track. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. Shannon says thanks for the video. All right, let's see how far we go. Dawn is a fan of the new Hollywood Studios logo. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I would say generally I like it. I wouldn't say it blew me away, but I think they did a nice job with it. I thought it was interesting how the word studios was minimized and the word Hollywood was really brought front and center. Where if you look at some versions of the logo these days, studios is big and Hollywood is small. But I think it's going to be flipped now, where Hollywood is big and studios is small. Jason said, just bought DVC. Good for you. Congratulations. I think you'll be able to take some more of Walt Disney World in. That's good. KD, 168 days to go. Christine says, glad to be there. Thanks for joining me. Looks like maybe these design stations are not set up. Maybe as a single rider we don't get to do a design. We'll see. Ursula says single rider is a great option. I agree. Heather is a Test Track fan. Debbie is a fan of the new Hollywood Studios logo. Charles said, might lose you. It might lose me in the broadcasting here. Yes, that is true. Thank you for that. There are certain parts of this building which tend to make the connection drop. It usually comes back, so I just ask you to hang on. He said, are we going to do some World of Walt t-shirts? That is something I've thought about. Tim Peterson was kind enough to share some ideas with me. Tim, the unofficial marketing manager of the Pin of the Month Club. Maybe. We'll see. Scott, may the 4th be with you as well. Okay, Robert asked for the plug for the Pin of the Month Club. Robert, only because you asked. I'll do it. If you want to have a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. There you go. You know it had to happen. Got to get the plug in somewhere. Oh, we do have some designs over here. Well, I'll see if I can do a quick car design while we're waiting. If the line starts to move, though, I think I'll just jump. Let's go for power. All about the power. Let's do something orange. Looks pretty good. All right, that was a quick edition of designing. That's great. I'll look for the orange power machine. Kathy said, well, keep waiting. Thank you for that. Mike says, if you do t-shirts, please don't turn into Frank. Sorry, that went by kind of fast. Jennifer said, best part of the morning, coffee in a Disney mug, and a live video from World of Walt. Thank you very much. Heather says, likes the previous version of this ride. And I think Disney saw that tastes and maybe priorities were changing. The previous focus on safety, I think, made sense at the time. Now safety in automotive vehicles is almost a given. So a lot of companies are turning instead to design. Ryan from Brownsburg, Indiana's got 2 weeks to go for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Good for you. So many things going on here and getting ready for the 50th anniversary. At at Epcot, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got Ratatouille. We've got a new nighttime show, at least temporarily. Epcot Forever, looking forward to that. Lynette, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. We'll see what's going on with the line here. At a bit of a stop, but maybe they'll let us in. Lindsay from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, hello to you. Ron wants a World of Walt t-shirt. Oh, thanks for all the comments about the t-shirts. All right, maybe one of these days. Joyce, good morning to you in Texas. Debbie, good morning from Rainy, Delaware. Happy to bring a little Disney sun and air conditioning to you today. Ryan, good morning. All right, we are moving ahead. Ashley from the UK, hello to you. Amanda says, looks forward to the broadcast. Thank you very much. Appreciate your being here. Seema from Washington State, hello to you. Shannon from Georgia, how's it going? Debbie's looking for a t-shirt too. All right, thanks for all the t-shirt folks. Beverly said t-shirt would be great. Mike, never see Herb ever step out in front. Well, occasionally. Actually, if you go over to worldofwalt.com, you see my mug plastered in the author bio of the articles that I write. Alyssa, good morning to you from Louisiana. Brian's got a week to go. Diane says, easy to make t-shirts. Good to know. I'm kind of a picky design person, so I would pity the person who has to help me come up with a design for it. Debbie from Alabama, hello to you. Francis from Canada says, thanks for the bit of Disney every week, glad to do it. Joe's voting for a t-shirt too. All right, the people are speaking. Sandra will get a t-shirt. Carla, good morning to Mexico, or good morning from Mexico, and to Mexico. Rose would be up for a World of Walt t-shirt. Roberta from Iowa says the broadcasts make her week. Thank you very much for that. That's very kind of you, Roberta. Lori from Hershey, Pennsylvania. I've never been to Hershey. I imagine it smells very good. Jennifer from Cleveland, Ohio. My former stomping grounds before I moved south. Christine's got 3 weeks to go. Packing is getting old. I think that's what it said. Linda, Test Track is son's favorite. Trisha from Southampton, New Jersey, loves the videos. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate all the comments. Fun to chat back and forth. Thank you also for the thumbs up and the hearts. Tom said, we have a cartoon version of me on the t-shirt. Uh-oh, that might be kind of scary looking. Don't want to frighten the children. Okay, Robert's got a thumbs up on the t-shirt. Hector's got a thumbs up on the t-shirt. Ed from Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, hello to you. Teresa's good for the t-shirt too. All right, thanks for all the encouragement, everybody. Rachel said, told about the page last week. First ride. Thanks for being here. Barbara's starting a t-shirt rant. I don't know what the right word is. Chant, probably a better word, chant. Yvonne loves the pins. Thank you very much. Thanks for being a member of the Pin of the Month Club. Debbie's good for the t-shirt too. Annette, wow, so many t-shirt people. Thank you for that. Kathleen says, how often do I go to Disneyland? Actually, not very often. It's been many years, probably 20, 25 years, goodness gracious. But I will be going to Disneyland at the end of this month for the media event for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge on the West Coast in Disneyland. I am beyond thrilled, looking forward to it. Vera from New Jersey, hello to you. Also up for a t-shirt. Annie's up for a t-shirt. Thanks everybody. Brittany says the videos are a highlight. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's a little bit of a slow slog here today. My Fast Pass plans did not work out as expected. Originally had a Fast Pass at Journey into Imagination, even though you don't necessarily need one there. That was down, so I thought, okay, I've got one free Fast Pass to use anywhere. I will go ahead and use it at Test Track. But then I tried to use it at Test Track and it wouldn't work. So either I'm confused or the Disney computers are confused. Lewis said, good day to try a Beverly to cool down. Ooh. You know, I actually stopped at a Club Cool last night and it's been a long time since I've done Beverly. Kelly, my Saturday begins with wow. That's a good idea. I like that. Chris said, this is the slow line. Yes. Kind of the same thing for me at the grocery store. Don't get behind me at the grocery store. Kelly says, loves the videos. Thank you very much. Earl's going to try to come this year. Good for you. I hope you're able to make that happen. Jennifer said, single rider's going a little slower than usual. Yeah, it is. It's slower than I anticipated. Mike said, probably overloaded. Yep, you're probably right. Patrick, 153 days to go. Kathy said, folks want a t-shirt. All right. Thank you for all the encouragement. Lori, good morning to you. Bridget's a Figment fan, me too. I always like the days when Disney parks would come up with characters. We may be past those days. Things change, but that's something we might not see too much more of in the future. Everything is tied to movie properties. Vicky said, favorite festival. That's a tough one. You know, there are several to choose from. It seems like most of the year has got some sort of festival going on. I think the original Food and Wine Festival is still a grand winner for me. Enjoy it. A lot of them have very similar elements, but just a different taste on it here and there. Ron said, T-shirt could say, my Saturdays begin with World of Walt. There might be a good idea in here. I like that. Have a nice day for Tom Sawyer Island. That's something I haven't done, maybe ever, as a broadcast. So that may be on my list. All right, there's movement. That's good. Mark from San Jose, California, where it's still bright and early. Thanks for tuning in. Claire from Derbyshire in the UK. Robert said, T-shirt contest to vote for the design. You know, that's a good idea too. I've seen that happen before, where there are certain sites where people can upload designs and then folks pick the one they want. That's an interesting idea. Colleen said, maybe Disney will make a movie starring Figment. Yeah, that would be interesting. You know, sometimes that has happened. Pirates of the Caribbean was a big winner. Country Bear Jamboree was unfortunately a big loser. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Chris has got 2 weeks to go. All right, we are making some progress.
And I didn't think I had my.
Brian, good morning to you from the home of the Kentucky Derby. Val from Yorkshire, England, thank you for being here. Ted says, wishes Aunt Polly's would reopen. I saw something recently where it was open for a time, probably during the spring break period. Sometimes Aunt Polly's on Tom Sawyer Island in the Magic Kingdom does reopen, but not always. Ooh, Dawn said, if I could only do one park, which would it be? That's a good question for everybody. So if you were coming to Walt Disney World for just one day, and you could only do one park, which one would you pick? For me, it would probably be the Magic Kingdom. To me, it's a classic. It's got so many things to do. I love the live entertainment options there. So if I could only do one day, and I could only do one park, it would probably, for me, be the Magic Kingdom. I missed the name. Someone asked if I'll be doing live broadcasts when I go out to Disneyland. I do plan to do that. I will need to figure out what the media rules are for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I think there may be a media embargo where we're not allowed to release material until a certain date and time. But in the general park, I do plan to do some broadcasts. Alina said Magic Kingdom is the must. Gina said Magic Kingdom is the must. Jeffrey had one day. Would do Epcot. Jay said, any truth in the Brazil Pavilion? I have heard about that rumor. I have not seen anything official. Epcot certainly has been getting a lot of attention these days, so it wouldn't surprise me if a new country comes. It's been a long time. And this park is getting a huge amount of investment with Guardians of the Galaxy, with Ratatouille, with a new entrance experience. So I would say it's possible. Mark would vote for the Magic Kingdom. Chrissy has never been on Test Track. Well, glad you get a chance to check it out today. G says, loves the broadcast. Thank you for that. Beth would vote for the Magic Kingdom. Jackie would vote for the Magic Kingdom. Chrissy asked, is there any action on the Ratatouille ride? There has been. Some of the construction walls have moved around a little bit, actually further out, which I think is an interesting sign. If you go to the little walkway that connects Epcot World Showcase back to the International Gateway, you can see a little bit going on there. A lot of it's hidden from view.
Yeah, and like use that as your phrase.
Daniel, good morning to you from South Jersey.
Right there for an A. So if you're bad at it.
Jim from Long Island, New York.
So anyway, yeah.
Mike said wife would go to Animal Kingdom, so he's got to change his answer. Good job, Mike. You're a smart man.
I don't know what he's saying.
Ron said, heard a rumor that Club Cool is closing because of construction. I have not, I don't think, seen a formal announcement, but I also believe that's true based on the concept art. It looks like when you were entering into Epcot, a lot of the pieces from the former Communicore or Innoventions on the right-hand side, which would include Starbucks and Club Cool, look like they're going to be gone. So I think Mouse Gear is probably going to survive on the left-hand side when you're walking into the park. I think those things on the right-hand side, which are not a lot anymore, Starbucks, Club Cool, meet and greets, those are probably not going to make it, at least based on the concept art that I've seen recently. All right, the line's moving around a little bit. Alex said, favorite old-fashioned or original Disney character? Yeah, I'm a Mickey Mouse fan. I'm definitely a Mickey Mouse fan. I actually very much like the new Mickey Mouse shorts. You know, Mickey over time, well, 90 years is a long time. I think he was a little bit mischievous at first, and then he became a little more staid as he became a representative or really a logo for the company. But now I think Disney is doing some fun things with the new Mickey Mouse shorts. So I really like them. Misty is a fan of Test Track. We're getting close. Lisa said, do I miss the old Test Track? I didn't like the old Test Track. I think it was still a fun experience. I think it told a great story about safety, which was appropriate for its time. But honestly, if I had to pick between old Test Track and new, I would pick new. I really like the design style of this new test track. Chris, any chance Skyliner is going to open by July 25th? I would give you a definite maybe on that. So I've seen a tremendous amount of Skyliner testing. It looks like Disney's making great progress, and I think they're pouring a lot of effort to try to get that in place before Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens. That would be my guess. That's the end of August, and I would imagine if they had their choice, they would like to get it open in advance so they can work out the kinks. That said, some of the latest photos I've seen, some of the latest things I've seen with my own eyes, some of the stations still have a way to go. So it's like all construction projects, you see how it goes. Mike says, likes the slow-moving line, feels like more time. Oh, thank you for that. Beth said, thanks for the videos. Charles said, shocked Tesla hasn't bought the test track sponsorship. Yeah, you know, that would be an interesting idea. I kind of wondered if they might step in for the Speedway at the Magic Kingdom, but I think Disney's got a long-standing relationship with Chevrolet, so they probably have the first right of refusal on things like that. Margie says, always feels like you're right here. Thank you for that. Elisa is a Pirates fan. I should be the voice of Walt Disney World. Yeah, I will definitely not beat out Walter Cronkite, that's for sure. All right, we are getting close. I've got my fingers crossed that the internet connection will hold up well. You never know. If it does break, it'll probably come back, so hang tight. Blake's going to be at Epcot next Friday. Good for you. Maria says, feels like they're right here. That's good. That's my idea. Bring a little bit of Disney fun. Sasha said, is it hot when you're here in 3 weeks? Odds are, yes, it's going to be hot. We're going to be here the early part of June, July, August. Yeah, it's going to be hot. John said, how do I decide which ride to go on each week? Yeah, I try to keep an eye on the calendar and set up a fast pass for something that I haven't done in a while, and for a park that I haven't done the last 1 or 2 times. I try to keep it mixed up. So it's pretty much just me looking around a little bit on the My Disney Experience app. Andrea, good morning to you from British Columbia. Mike says his computer's 30 inches. Standing on line with me. Wow, you got a big monitor. That's nice. Jennifer, good morning to you from New Jersey. Chrissy asks, is this standby or fast pass? For those of you tuning in later, this is the single rider line. So the long story is I had a fast pass for Journey into Imagination. Journey into Imagination is down. I thought that my fast pass would be good anywhere. That's what I understood based on the message in my app. But when I tried to use it here at Test Track, it didn't work. So, based on some recommendations from the cast member, just decided to do the single rider. So yeah, this one's taking a while.
Better run away.
Fast pass line, I believe, is right next to us, which is kind of cleared out. You can see single rider that I'm in. Someone just asked a question about the music at Galaxy's Edge. So I just saw an announcement that John Williams, who is composing the music for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and Disney have released the music for that land. And actually on Monday I plan to post an article about that. It includes a link to YouTube where you can listen to the music. So be sure to check it out. I think the music will be the same at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Tom said, am I in the park other than on weekends? Sometimes. I don't often do broadcasts. Occasionally. Sometimes I get to come over to the parks to buy some pins or just check out what's going on, cover some news. Carla said, well, I stay in the park all day. Typically I won't on a Saturday, but sometimes I will stay longer. And today I'll be meeting up some friends for a media family day, so I will have a chance to stay in the park for a while longer. Audrey said, good to see the longer lines, probably just like you remember. Sherry said, John Williams is awesome. I agree. He has done so many amazing movie scores. I was actually looking up some information on him. In addition to doing all of the major Star Wars films, he's done things like Jurassic Park and Schindler's List and just so many classic movies. Michael said, heard about Mary Poppins coming to Epcot. Yeah, I've heard rumors about that on and off. I've heard anything from an expensive e-ticket dark ride to a simple spinner, a sort of an inexpensive standard carnival kind of ride, but themed to Mary Poppins. I think anything in that area would be a welcome addition and would probably take a little bit of the heat off of Ratatouille, which is sure to draw huge crowds. All right, we're almost here. I will scan my ticket so we can check out the little orange roadster. Jim, hello to you from Levittown, Pennsylvania. Mike said, somebody keeps looking at us, probably saying, why is this guy talking to himself? All right, we're almost here. Let's see if I can scan. There it is. All right, so as usual, once we get on the ride, I will be quiet so you and all the people around me can enjoy it. Looks like we'll be on shortly. If the broadcast kicks out, hang on, it will typically kick back in. Sometimes it does disappear on this attraction.
Hello. The seatbelt check is around the corner. For your safety, remain seated with your seatbelt fastened in your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Please supervise children. Thank you.
La estación de control de cinturones de seguridad está a la vuelta de la esquina. Por su seguridad, mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo y cuide a los niños.
Automated driving technology activated.
Yellow tab, sir. There you go. Hold on to your hat, sir.
Automated driving technology activated.
Welcome to the sim track. We'll begin with the capability test to see how your vehicle designs perform under challenging weather and surface conditions.
Monitoring road surface. Connecting to OnStar. SimCar performance data acquired.
designs hold up now.
Commencing sim car off-road and extreme weather sequence. Capability test results displayed and verified.
Now let's see how your vehicles compare when it comes to their efficiency.
Scanning sim car for optimal fuel efficiency. Gauging EcoScan for aerodynamic efficiency. Drive systems analysis. Hyperspectral imaging in progress. Calculating total environmental impact. Commencing responsiveness test.
Okay, the responsiveness data is now being synchronized.
Automated driving technology verified and active. Automated crash avoidance technology disengaged. Displaying responsiveness data.
Here comes the final test.
Energizing for power test.
Hang on.
Displaying power test results. SimTrack performance testing complete.
This concludes your performance testing. You'll be able to see how your Chevrolet custom concept
All right, we
designs
made it.
compared with the sim car after you disembark. Please watch your step as you exit, and remember to take all your personal belongings with you. Be sure to check your final performance numbers in our scoring area.
All right, that was fun, and I think the internet held up, which is good. You know, right at the end of the fast part, before we came back into the building, you might have been able to see a big gray curved concrete wall, which is the new space-themed restaurant coming to Epcot. Exciting to see that coming along. Tony said only ridden once and enjoyed it. It's great. Thanks for being a part of it. Michael said never been on. Sean said, lost his hat. Don't remember it going that fast. It definitely goes fast. In fact, I think it may be one of, if not the fastest ride here at Walt Disney World. All right, Robin said thanks. We'll walk through the post-show area for just a minute here before we wrap up for today. Robert said thanks. You're welcome. Appreciate your being here. Carolyn said, felt like you were riding here with me. Thanks for coming along. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Always enjoy the conversation. Comments are great Also, very thankful when you give me a thumbs up, or if you do a share. That's very nice. Thank you for that. All right, we'll stop here in the showroom for a second while we wrap it up for today. So I mentioned a couple different articles that are available over at the worldofwalt.com site based on all the goings on at Disney's Hollywood Studios this past week. If you want to read my impressions of getting a behind-the-scenes sneak peek of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, head over to worldofwalt.com. Also, new information about the making of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I'm extremely excited about. Some of the new food offerings coming to Hollywood Studios to celebrate the anniversary. Lots of good stuff over there. And on Monday, check out the site for a YouTube link to the music by composer John Williams for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Also, I will repost this live video to Facebook, but I will post it as well to YouTube. So if you haven't done so, go over to youtube.com, search for World of Walt, and subscribe there too. Sometimes I do post exclusive video content on the YouTube channel. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for the nice conversation, for sharing a little ride on Epcot's test track with me, even though it was a little bit of a longer wait. I appreciate your being here as always. And until next time, God bless everyone.